Hey guys, it's me, 1239 here, and I'm here to give you guys my episode 2 reaction to Akage No Anne. This episode title is Marilla Cuthbert is Surprised. So I got some feedback about my first reaction to this show, and I had to weigh out the pros and cons of reacting to the show in the English dub version. And so basically the subtitle version is much more accurately translated from the Japanese version, the original version, while the English version isn't as much. There's some things that aren't accurate in the translation. And then secondly, the actress who plays Anne isn't as soothing in her voice as the Japanese version. But regardless, I feel like the English version is the one that is best suited for these types of videos just because it's easier to edit, it's easier for me to identify, while editing with the Japanese version will make it more confusing, as well as if people don't want to read the subtitled version, it's just easier for me to, put it in English and y'all will be able to understand it and stuff. So it's just for convenience, but I will definitely be checking out the subtitled version during my own time. Anyway, I hope that is okay with you guys, and now let's get started with this reaction. I wish I knew the lyrics to this. I hope you guys are enjoying these reactions, by the way.
You must be Mr. Matthew Cuthbert. I'm so pleased to meet you.
Recap time.
I'm very pleased to finally be in Carmody.
Is it Carmody? I always pronounce it as Carmody. Am I wrong? I think I'm wrong.
Why didn't you tell me that there's this big lake here, Mr. Cuthbert?
Oh, I feel sad because I know what's coming. So it's not gonna end well. I'm excited though. I want to see a reaction to the house.
How beautiful those blossoms are. They make the tree look like a prima ballerina dancing over the water on her toes. It's so beautiful here, Mr. Cuthbert.
It really is. I'm gonna cry. What the heck? I love how she looks behind. Oh my god, that's so funny.
I get that feeling when I see green caterpillars in my cucumber patch making themselves at home.
The Barrys don't have a little daughter, do they?
Yes, they do have a daughter. She must be 11, I suppose. She's called Diana.
Ah, that's precisely the name I would pick for my best friend in the whole world.
Why do I feel like this animation is different than the first episodes? She has more expressions on her face? I don't know.
Look, you can already see Green Gables.
Please don't say anything. Not a word. Don't give the game away. I want to spot it myself.
Okay. I can't see anything. I mean, it's probably that. Oh, never mind. Okay, it's not there. Oh, it's there. It's that one. The one secluded.
There it is. That must be the one.
Yes, my child. You chose the right one.
It's also funny because Green Gables is kind of far away from the other houses, so it's this metaphorical castle, in Anne's imagination, I mean. I thought we would be at Green Gables at this point, but we're already 6-7 minutes in. I feel like this show must have taken the creators a very, very long time to do. It feels like it's more extensive, it's an extensive version of the book, so it's more detailed in a way, It expands the details of the book because there's 50 episodes, so there's just so much to talk about. Oh, Marilla.
Matthew Cuthbert, now what's this you've brought home with you?
There was no little boy to be found at the station. Only this little girl. Sorry about that, Marilla. It was either a misunderstanding, or else Mrs. Spencer must have sent this little girl on purpose. And that would make sense from what I've seen.
What if conspiracy theory, she did want to bring them a girl.
You don't want to take me just because I'm not a boy, am I right?
Marilla's face, I can't. But yeah, that's my conspiracy theory. Wait, is she supposed to sound like that?
There's no sense in crying like that.
It makes no sense, does it? What should I do then? Laugh?
What? She's so sassy.
And then when you arrived there, you were told you weren't wanted just because you're not a boy.
Damn.
Good heavens, child. Cordelia? Is that really and truly your given name?
No, not exactly, but I'd like people to call me Cordelia.
I love this part. It reminds me of the first time I ever watched this version. Not this version. It's the first time I ever watched this story, the 80s adaptation with my mom, and we were just dying of laughter during the scene.
I also consider Geraldine as a suitable name for me.
Geraldine, that's so funny. Because the actress for Anne with an E's Marilla is Geraldine, so love that.
Well, I'm willing to drop the E as long as you let me stay here.
We desperately need a boy who can help us with the work.
I'm beginning to understand that.
I'm beginning to understand that.
People only ask for boys at the orphanage. They seem to think that only boys are useful.
Oh, I definitely feel like this is much more sentimental.
Did Mrs. Spencer have another child with her?
No, only little Lily, and she's Mrs. Spencer's favourite.
But I do feel sad for you, Cordelia, or Anne with an E, or whatever you'd like to be called.
Oh, I love this shot of the frame because it symbolizes Anne's entrapment of being a girl.
I'm sorry, I've got no appetite. It's because I'm desperate and I'm feeling down in the dumps.
Wait a minute. Down in the dumps? Okay, I'm like 100% sure, pretty much, that, the dub translators have never read the book, because they would have said, I'm in the depths of despair.
Get undressed and put on your nightgown. I'll be back in a moment to fetch the candle in case you forget to put it out. I don't want you burning the house down in the middle of the night.
Oh, she doesn't cry. I don't remember if she's supposed to cry, or if that just happens in Anne with an E. I don't remember.
Good night, child.
How dare you actually call this a good night?
Oh, God.
You have no heart, and tonight is going to be the worst night of my whole life.
What is this?
But what can a little girl like her do for us?
Not very much, Marilla, but maybe we
Do
can do
something
something
for
for her instead.
Mood.
There be love to find, please help me.
I really like that, the part with the white wave of delight turning into this dark and ominous thing. I don't know.
What will happen to her now? That story will be told in our next episode.
I did like this episode, but I did also feel like it was a lot slower than the first episode where we have more things happen. It's a nice episode. As I said before, I feel like this is more of an extension of like the book because this is more laid out and detailed, and obviously there's going to be some episodes that aren't going to have as like much stuff going on. I don't know, like this is a very significant part of the story, but it wasn't really as impactful as I thought the first episode was. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of this episode. Like this video if you guys enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel if you guys want, follow me on all my social media accounts. They should be appearing on the screen right now, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Mwah. I don't know why I hesitated there.